My name is Dr. Sant Dharamananda, and I'm from Wisconsin in the United States. And I just want to share with you some of the stories that I have written in this book called Mystic Experiences with Himalayan Masters. And this book was recently published in India, and the launch was in Mumbai, November 12th. And the book is published by Life Positive Books from Delhi. So it is available on Life Positive Books and Magazine on their website, and also it's available also in Flipkart and also Amazon.com.India. So today I want to share with you this subject of reincarnation. Reincarnation is a very difficult subject for us to grasp with our normal minds, because the mind cannot grasp anything beyond, other lifetimes. We have to go into the archive files that are in us, in this soul, and we can access it there. So there is one story of Swami Rama, my master, who had, told, something in my family. And there's a beautiful story of one incident of reincarnation, which he brought to my family. And then on page 127 of this book, Mystic Experience with Himalayan Master, when I went to India in 2001, I attended the Mahakumbha Mela. And there was Kashi Baba, from Varanasi. It was a very interesting situation with him. And we also have in this book, another reincarnation story of him. So you can get your copy, and at the same time, you can read many others of many different Swami mystic monks that I've spent time with. So I'd like to share a little bit about reincarnation. Reincarnation, it is simply the transmigration of the soul from one body to the next. It's very difficult to grasp. There's no scientific data. There is no instrumentation to actually, prove that there is reincarnation occurs. But the soul knows that. It's a state of knowingness instead of a state of thinkingness. So for instance, in the house you live, if you should decide to tear that house down and put up a restaurant, then the process, one has to die. So your house has to be demolished. We call that death. Then you will build a new restaurant. So then that restaurant, when it's constructed, it's a new body, so to speak. But the space that is living in the house and that will be living in the restaurant is the same space. That space never died. So therefore, we can say the house died and it reincarnated as the restaurant. So too, when you die, you just drop this body. And then when you take another body, then you continue life. So death is only a pause in the life. It is not something to be worried about. It's not something to be afraid of. It is just a process. Just like when you took birth and you came, you know no one, you know anyone, you did not even know your parents. But it's only after you become acclimatized and then acquainted, then you form the relationship. And that's how life is. So reincarnation is the part of the journey on the life. Again, for us to come to this level to be human beings, we had to go through 8.5 million lifetimes in order to reach this stage. And our lives are always coming from a lower life form into a higher life form. So for instance, animals will reincarnate from one life to the next. When they reach to the highest animal, then they will transmigrate and come into lower human forms. When we as humans, we evolve in our karmic path, then when we become the highest humans, then we die and we become lower celestial beings. So on this basis, we are able to move from life to life. We are just only taking birth on this planet to fulfill, our karmic duties, as well as to burn out past karmas in our past lives. So in this way, it is very important to live very conscious, with the things you eat, the things you see, the things you feel, and meditate. Meditation also helps us to refine our spiritual life. So in this way, to reincarnate, if you want to be born in a higher lifetime, you have to learn to actually burn the karma of yours. And this is why a lot of the Hindus, they don't eat meat, because they have to burn the animal karma before theirs. So in order to progress in a higher life, you need to purify yourself with the given time you are here on this earth.